Hi, I'm Kyoshi Husky, and this is Dark Souls Walkthrough, episode 20. Today we're doing part 2 of the painted world of Ariamis, and as you can see I'm wearing the fog ring because there's an archer up there that would be shooting me right now. So, the Ring of Fog is just a great ring. So when we get these items, we have to be ready for some guys to jump at us. That'll knock down a body towards the very beginning by the bonfire that has a humanity on it. We'll pick that up a little bit later. So I'm going to go down here and get the key to the annex. And down here is some bone wheels. And we're going to try, you don't want to run out in here and attract all of them at once. I want to attract one at a time.
That's a timid approach, but I understand it. From a husky.
Since we're in a dark area, it's a little bit hard to lock on. But they don't take a lot to kill them. Again, pyromancy is very good. Otherwise, we're just going to whack them. So I'm just kind of going along the outside, going very slowly, attracting one bone wheel at a time. Moving out of the way, and then whacking it.
Slow is probably best for a husky.
Try to lock on to the bone wheel, let them go by, and then follow them and hit them. 961 souls if I two-hand. And that's because of the overkill, where you get 20% extra souls when you perform an overkill. Just move out of the way and then just run up on them and kill them. And to get an overkill, you have to do 50% more damage. So 150% of damage will give you the overkill. Okay, so that's all of those bone wheels in this area. We're going to grab this. And there's a lever right here that we want to turn. This turns the statue up here in the main courtyard or whatever. And that opens up the two doors and gives us access to the boss fight. So you could go back up, but we are going to actually continue this way. This is the illusionary wall. There's a couple more bone wheels in here. This is more tight quarters, so it's a little bit more precarious. Because these bone wheels, if you can't get out of the way, they will damage your shield.
Doesn't everything damage your shield?
Or I should say, they will diminish your stamina quickly, and then they'll kill you, basically.
That seems worse.
So it's a bit of a maze, but it's not that complicated. You know, we came in here, broke through this wall. If you turned left, you can see that bone wheel, but we don't want to go there yet. This is where we just came out of. The annex key was in there. And now there's going to be a bone wheel right here around this corner. Kind of playing hide and seek.
Yay! You found him!
And there's a bloated zombie that will not attack you. But if you hit him, you'll still get toxic, even though he's not aggressive right now. So you want to kill him.
This enemy seems tough for a husky. That was a close call.
And he drops the pyromancy fire surge. the fire surge just shoots out a jet of fire. I don't think it's that effective, but I haven't used it a lot. Again, you may find it actually effective.
You covered all the vowels in that sentence.
No, not all of them. One is missing.
Uh-oh.
There, he got it.
Sometimes I don't know why I do that.
Okay, that was pretty
nice.
good. You got sometimes why too.
I don't think it's really that important to kill this guy. But if you have the Ring of Fog, actually, I would just ignore him and just go up the steps. It's so easy to die in those corridors. What the hell is that?
You're supposed to tell us.
What hit me? I seriously don't know. Oh, one of those phalanxes dudes? How? That's so weird.
I can't believe you didn't see that.
How did he get in the into the well? And I killed them all already. That's just weird. I don't know where that dude came from. But, oh well. Okay, so I did get the annex key, so I want to unlock this door. And there's more death up here. More enemies. So we have a bloated zombie over here. I really do. I mean, the Great Scythe is really good in this area because you're not close to them. If you had like the Painting Guardian's sword that gives you no range and you killed them, it would be really hard not to get toxic every time you killed one. Uh-oh. Come on. I wanted to kill him quickly because I knew that these two harpies were going to come down here and ambush me. I'm being careful because I don't want to get jumped on. They land on your head. Also, they hit really hard considering they have wings. Let's see if he hits me and see how much damage. I don't want you to jump on me, dude. See how much that did a lot of damage for one swat of his wing. So they do a little bit of damage. Here's the Dark Ember. And this is to make if you're a cleric or a faith build, you can make your weapons occult instead of divine. If you make your weapon divine, then it's good against skeletons and other enemies associated with death. But if you make it occult, then it's good against enemies that are considered gods and their followers, like Silver Knights, etc. But aside from that, I'm not sure what the difference is, to be honest with you. And we have a Vow of Silence miracle.
See if you can cast that spell on yourself.
Use it on the kids on my block.
Patrick, that's not nice.
Get them off my lawn.
The Vow of Silence will make it so that everybody in the area around you, can't cast miracles or spells. Let's just make sure that's the Vow of Silence. Secret Rite of the Black-Haired Witch Velka prevents casting of magic within effect area. Yeah. Pretty standard silence spell. Alright, and that's everything except for this secret. Well, not secret, just boarded up passageway, and we get Velka's rapier. So now we have Velka's. We did pick up Velka's armor, the black cleric robe, worn by partners serving Velka, the goddess of sin. The partner's attire is uniformly black in color and said to be imbued with Velka's mystical power, which provides resistance against all manner of magic. I mean, okay, but doesn't seem like the magic defense is that great, and the defense isn't spectacular either. So, not a great set. Maybe you like the way it looks, though. Now let's look at Velka's rapier quick.
Match those buttons.
It also does magic, well, occult damage. A symbolic, powerful thrusting sword used by the partner serving Velka, goddess of sin. It is no mere symbol, to be sure. The partner is an inhuman swordsman and wields this enchanted blade with special sword technique. I don't know a lot about this sword. I don't use it very often. Requires 16 dex and 16 magic. It's interesting because it requires 16 intelligence, but it does occult or faith damage, so it's not something I ever really use. So we cleared that out. Trying to think of anything else that we need to do in this area. Got all these items. Got Jeremiah. Got all that. I think we're good. So we're gonna go to the boss fight against, what's her name? The Half-Breed Priscilla. Half-Breed Priscilla, yes. She's a dragon half-breed. So since I have archery and the Ring of Fog, I'm just gonna see if I can take this guy out. You can see the damage drops off a little bit the further away he is. The bow and crossbows, for that matter, are not great. They're not going to carry you, but they do have their uses. They are very effective in certain situations. But definitely wouldn't use it as a main weapon.
Right. Because that would take skill.
Kyoshi has a lot of skill.
Curious.
Stop! The wall is dead.
There we go. I got him. Yeah, I got 3 of them. Alright, now we just gotta fight this knight dude. It's your typical black knight. Not black knight. Iron knight. A little stronger than the ones you've faced so far. As you can see. Broke my guard while I was... That's quite a bit of damage though. Took half my health with one hit. The large Titanite shard is fairly common, but the steel armor is pretty rare. Decent heavy armor, if that's what you're into. Should I take a look at the steel armor real quick? Did not mean to unequip my armor. So here's the black iron. 68 physical damage. 31 poise. I've worn it. I've used it. It was pretty good. The steel armor. 42 physical damage. Only 23 poise. Only weight, but it weighs 14 units. whereas the black iron is 15.6. Yeah, the black iron seems a lot better. Built of a special black iron and providing strong defense, notably against fire, but so terribly heavy to be unwieldy to all but Tarkus himself. This is what Tarkus wore, huh? Okay. Alright, so now we got Priscilla. She will not be aggressive to us right away. I believe you can talk to her.
Who art thou? One of us thou art not. If thou hast misstepped into this world, plunge down from the plank and hurry home. If thou seekest I, thine desires shall be requited not.
Curious. Alright. We already have lightning set up, and she's weak against lightning. I definitely don't need the Ring of Fog for this fight. It's almost sad to kill her, really. But it's got to be done. No getting around it, really.
She literally said you can go around her.
So she's using the Blood Hunt Scythe, I believe. And it causes a lot of bleeding damage when you get hit by it. So when I hit her, she's going to become invisible, and the only way that I'll be able to see her is with her footsteps in the snow. So be ready for that. Let's see if we can get the dagger. I never can get the dagger. If you knock her tail off, you'll get a dagger, Priscilla's dagger. But you have to hit it pretty hard, enough damage. And I never seem to be able to do it. And once she turns invisible, it's really hard to get her tail again.
I expect
No.
much from thee. Why?
So we have to watch out for her footsteps. Oops.
Great start.
I did not. Oh my goodness. I'm almost bled to death. I got stuck up against the pillar. You can see her footsteps there coming at us.
Come on, Priscilla. You got this.
Only 3 poison arrows. So I don't think I can do anything with this. I believe if you poison her, you can... Come on.
Kyoshi, this isn't going very well.
For one thing, you can see where she is, because you see the arrows floating. Why did I not shoot? Oh, every time you move, it adjusts your arrow, and you don't get to shoot. So now, for sure, won't do anything to her.
Are you
So.
Robin Hood?
We just won't be able to get her dagger. Just gonna have to kill her. Like I said, I can never get her dagger. I'll have to watch a video on how to do it.
Have you considered watching a video on how to play Dark Souls?
My goodness. What I normally do is just get away from her footsteps in a corner like this, and then wait for her footsteps to come near, and then just do a run by. And just do a few rolls after you do the attack. It's really not that hard. I'm making this look way harder than what it is.
I'm going to rewatch this video a lot.
Me too.
She has no health bar. How do you know how much health she has? Oh, like that.
But why? What's...
Man, you are such a killjoy.
Sorry, Priscilla. Had to be done. Alright. So now right here is where we're going to get the armor that King Jeremiah leaves, but we have to restart the game quick. The Xanthus crown we can trade in to the crow for another ring of favor and protection. And the Xanthus waistcloth is actually very good. Very good against magic and lightning. I like to use those. With that or the crimson are the two that I like the best. I did not want to drop down here yet. This is how you leave the area. Now it's going to drop me down and I'm not going to have my ring of fog on. I wanted to put it on because this is going to drop me down right in front of the painting guardians, in front of the big painting. Just sidestep these throwing knives. What the heck, dude? Alright, let's put that ring on. And then we'll just run by all these guys. And then we'll get down to the bonfire and then we'll call it for this video. Boy, if you need throwing knives, I guess this is where you go. I guess I should probably level up. I have a lot of souls. I'm contemplating grabbing pyromancy before it's too late. Okay, well, that was the painted world of Ariamis. A difficult world for new players for sure. But we're going to end this video here. Thank you for watching. I'm Kyoshi Husky, and this is Dark Souls Walkthrough, episode 20. I just want you to stay alive, bro.